What's up, guys? Welcome to the first episode of Yoked
You see me, baby.
and Woke.
Let's go. Many more to come.
I don't know how woke I am, but we're gonna figure this out.
I don't know how yoked I am. This quarantine got your boy a little hefty, but it's all good.
Oh, I'm getting a lot. I'm overweight right now, so you're
I
good.
mean, it's all relative.
Quarantine weight.
That's
Quarantine
all
weight.
relative.
So what have you been doing for this quarantine?
Honestly, man, just kind of working. Been working from home, but then also just kind of catching up on shows, man. Just kind of the normal, watching Netflix, Hulu, things like that. Been watching the new show, Bridgerton. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't seen
Bro.
Bridgerton.
You missing out.
What is it?
You missing out. I was actually questioning myself when I was in the shower today. I'm like, how can I love John Wick and watch all them movies and also be a lover of Bridgerton, which is like a classical, like romantic type movie. But it's good to be, well.
Is it a musical?
It's not, but it's like very proper, like back in the day, corset, wearing all the fancy clothes, the duchesses and dukes and all that type of stuff.
Is it like murder drama or what?
No, it's just really just like
A love story?
pretty much just people trying to find their match, looking for love. A lot of obstacles and things come up, like Shakespearean poetic type language, but I mean, but it's cool though, in a cool way.
I only liked Romeo and Juliet, but the one with Leonardo DiCaprio, that didn't make any sense. That one.
Yeah, this one, I mean, it's based on a novel from what I hear. Haven't read the books, but it was good. It surprised me. So, and I mean, and honestly, bro, like, was watching it, and it's just like, I feel like it brought up something. Because what you see is that females try to be slick, right? So I saw someone on Facebook talking about like, oh, I watch Bridgerton for the plot. And they were like, this is the plot. And they were showing the guy who's the main character. And they're saying like, this is the plot. This is why I watch it. And I think females try to be slick and get away with that. Like, I feel like...
Was he young?
A little bit. I mean, he was more lean. I say he was lean. He wasn't yoked, but he was lean. And sometimes that's in, a little feminine. So I think in real life, girls like you a little more.
Who is the actor?
Solid. I don't know.
Some guy.
Some French guy, I think. I don't know.
Wow.
But, I mean, he was cool in the movie. It was cool, but, I just feel like I feel like my girl, whenever we're watching a show and she sees somebody she like, she'd be like, that person reminds me of you. And so then it gives them permission to be able to say good things about the guy. Because as if they're saying good things about you. Even though that person may not look nothing like you or act like you. I feel like they try to get away with it or try to be slick by saying, oh, that person reminds me of you. And you know darn well that person don't remind them of you. Nothing in common.
I wouldn't be the person to talk to about that. I'm divorced twice, so...
I'm just saying, it happens.
I don't know, man.
I'm just saying, it happens, bro. Like, cause it can be a dude, blonde hair, blue eyes. She'd be like, he reminds me of you. It's like, no, he don't. It's like you lying.
It's personality, bro.
It ain't personality, nothing. It just gives them permission to watch the show in lust.
Dye your hair blonde.
I don't think that. I ain't trying to look like Cisco. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to keep it, clean cut and chill. But I mean, show was good. I think everybody should check it out. Real diverse cast. It was dope.
Huh.
But just watch out for that, fellas. When they be like, oh, that person reminds me of you. Nope. Don't remind you of anybody. They just like that person.
I will definitely not be watching that. I don't have a girl to talk to about that, and I don't want to be watching it for the blonde hair, blue eye guy.
Well, I don't think there is a blonde hair, blue eye guy. The main character's like, I don't know. I think he's black.
Well, see, then she has a point that he probably looks like you.
He don't look like me. He wish he looked like me. You know what I'm saying? Because I do this stuff in real life. I'm smooth in real life. I don't got to write a script. I say the words that I say, and I'm poetic as I speak. So that's not something I have to write down or someone has to write for me. It's what I do naturally. So.
Noted. All right.
Yeah, speak that. Mark that down. That's a fact.
All right. Well, I'll do that. I will write that noted in my head right here.
Yeah, take that.
Woke right here.
That's what I do.
So, what else has been going on? You know, I almost died from Corona.
Okay.
I actually got it. Not right now, dude.
I mean, it's just the wrong time to
it was
bring it up.
back in June.
Okay, well, say it started the story off with that.
It started in June.
Because it's contagious. I don't want you. Okay.
Right, I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like being like, well, actually, I got it secondhand. Like a friend gave it to me.
Well, I think that's the only way that you get it. I don't think you can get it firsthand unless you was
unless you were hanging out. But like, what happened was we were driving to a gig, and it was like several hours away, and then one night went by. Then the next night he was just sick in the morning, and I was like, oh dang, I think he's got it, and I didn't know. And he's like, on the way back, he puts his mask on. He's like, I just want to make sure I don't give it to you. I was like, dude, we drove over here for hours in the same car, dude. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get, dude, body aches and everything.
You had the whole nine. Did you lose taste and all that stuff?
I couldn't breathe. Just in the bed, I was like, oh, we're gonna die soon. And then in
crazy.
the morning, I would go to the other room and just knock on the door. Hey, you alive? All right, I'm going back to bed now.
Ring a bell, just to let us know you still kicking. Man, that's crazy. Like this, it seemed like I honestly only know a few people who've had it. Even though I think at this point everybody I think at least knows somebody, but I only know like a handful of people who've had it or had like really bad symptoms. So far, you know, knock on wood, been fortunate not to get it, but you know.
I don't think that's wood. I think that's
sheetrock. I don't know. We didn't have a good builder, so it could be anything.
I think it's sheetrock.
Okay, yeah, some drywall. Knock on wood. I think that's wood. We'll take that.
Yeah, but Corona's been crazy. Didn't they say the vaccine didn't work?
I mean, I think it works. You got to get 2 doses, though.
All right, but call me crazy. Like, this is what I've been asking people, and I'm like, guys, I don't think it's very smart that the first people we're giving this to are nurses, the ones that actually take care of us, and doctors. Like, is that the right move? Like, let's infect.
I think that's I think that's a good thing to bring up, because if they all get sick and it doesn't work out, then we out of luck. So I think that's something to consider. I think we should, you know, maybe start off with some other people,
like
maybe older
some throwaways. Some people who throwaways. Like, you know,
I don't know if that's a term that we would throw out there, but you know,
non-essential. That's what I mean. Non-essential.
Okay.
I'm non-essential. I think I'm non-essential.
I think that sounds better.
I don't know if I'd be down for it, but I mean, out of that,
I think they should start off with like
non-essential
older people, because they're at high risk, and you know, they're at high risk.
I don't know if we should start off with the old people, because they already have bad systems. Like, they already got old systems, so we don't know if it actually works.
Old systems.
Like, they're old, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
The body starts breaking down after like 35 years old. So anything. I
don't know if 35 is accurate.
Yeah.
35 years old, the body's breaking down.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, that's
it's like we don't start. What is it? Like, it doesn't build new neurons and stuff. It just starts deteriorating after 35.
Okay.
Unless you're taking care of yourself and you're taking TRT and stuff, then you're good.
Okay. Well,
but other than that,
those things exist.
Yeah. Other than that, the body itself, after 35, it starts deteriorating. Why would we give it to them if they don't have good systems in place?
I don't know. It's a catch-22. You know, it's a catch-22. So it's like, do we give it to the people in the, you know, high-risk areas, or people who have high-risk, you know, stuff or underlying conditions? Or do we, you know, how do you...
I don't think we should give it to the people that are actually caring for us, though.
Yeah, I think that is risky.
I was like, what?
Because it did come out pretty fast, and I think there's still a lot about the virus we don't know. And so I saw somebody was having convulsions and stuff after getting the vaccine.
The only people I've met that have had it have been really aggressive. I went to a show, and then there was this guy, he's like, yeah, I got the virus. And he just kept calling us pussies.
Because he got the...
I don't know. He was just that kind of guy in like a Round Rock. He was just like, what's up, pussies? You want to drink pussies? What? He was going to start a fight.
Drink pussies?
No, he said, you want to drink pussies?
Oh, okay.
And he's just like, what's going on?
What's going
on, pussies? Like... And he almost started a fight with some people who were just like...
that's too much. Okay.
Dude.
For a second, I thought things had escalated real quick.
Man. And then he left, didn't get us any drinks, and like, we were going to roast the shit out of him, but he left just in time.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Everybody's on both sides of it. It's kind of hard to kind of see where I stand. I definitely don't want to be a part of the first group getting the vaccine.
The mutants.
Well, I don't know if I'll get it at all.
They're gonna be mutants.
I mean, I feel like our immune system is doing pretty good so far.
Well, I think
fighting off the virus.
If you ever want to travel again, well, I know you've traveled before, but if you want to travel for fun, I think outside of the U.S., other countries are going to be wanting you to take the vaccine. Is what they're probably thinking.
Yeah,
like it'd be like that. What is that? That shot that they give you already for, like if you go to like Africa and stuff.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
malaria. Or
malaria
something.
shot.
Yeah,
like that. Like if you're gonna go to that place, you gotta get that kind of shot. I think that's how they're gonna enforce it with that.
Yeah, I mean, it's rough. Hopefully, there's some end in sight. It's just kind of whack that it's like, oh, take the vaccine, but still social distance, still wear your mask. It's like, it don't make no sense. That's like someone put on there, I saw they posted where it was like, if someone told you to take birth control, but you still got to wear a condom and abstain from sex, so it don't make sense. It's like, why am I taking the birth control if I still got to wear a condom?
Because you could still sometimes freak accident and get pregnant with birth control, can't you?
I don't know, you went too deep into it, I think, but I'm just saying, if the birth control is designed to keep me from, or that person from getting pregnant, why should I still have to wear a condom? The point of you being on birth control is that I don't.
I think this is less about mask and more about you not wanting to wear condoms.
I'm just saying, I'm frustrated.
I'm just saying, I'm
frustrated.
I don't know where this took a turn.
Yeah,
that went, condom usage.
Okay, so it went further than I expected it to, but I'm just saying, if we're going to get a vaccine, we should at least not have to wear masks and not social distance anymore.
I mean, I kind of like the masks.
Said no one, ever.
I did it. Like, there's some people that need it.
There's no point in wearing the mask. We all walk around looking like thieves all day. You don't know if the person's coming to get a book or steal a bank. Like, it's
I've
just
been
like,
saying it from the beginning. Like, Middle East women have been on top of it. They've been doing it for years.
But they already got it figured out. Like, they already know how to do their eye makeup just perfect. So that you just see this eyelashes flashing.
We're starting to learn.
They're ready to go.
The Americans are starting to learn.
I don't know.
And I think
I don't like it.
This keeps us from having to smell other people's breaths too close, right?
Yeah,
I mean, you know,
yeah, some good things have come out of the social distancing.
A lot of people are looking
I like that no one
sit
next to me in the movie theater. I think that's good. And I think people at fast food places should have been wearing masks the whole time.
You know what? For fast food,
like I
would second that. Like,
I feel like
if you're around
been a thing.
food, like you could while you're talking spit into the food.
Yes. So I think it's also brought us some things where we're like, why weren't we doing this already?
In some professions.
Or like the Postmates people, like now they seal the bag. It's like, no, this bag should have been sealed
a long time ago.
From before. Because if I was doing it, I'd steal some fries.
I've done Postmates, and
well, wait, be careful.
I would think.
Okay.
I would think that Apple people would be smart. Like the Apple people, dude. I thought they're like some of the smartest people. Like with the bags, and like they had these like tags that they would close the bags with. These things were perforated. Perforated? How do you say? What is that?
Perforated?
Yeah. In the middle, right?
Yeah.
And there's like a middle strip. Tell me why they were closing the bags with the perforated part right there when the part when it opens, and every time if it was too heavy, it would just open. I was like, why don't you just tape it over the long way, hot dog style? Like,
yeah.
What are we doing?
It make too much sense. Sometimes people are too smart.
I was like, you're giving me a MacBook Pro, man, and I can see it. Why would you not seal that?
Seal it up.
Crazy.
People crazy, man. But we'll see. Hopefully this thing don't last forever because we need to get back to normal at some point.
I don't know. I think this is good. I think this weeds out a lot of people.
And that's where it goes too far.
No, I don't. It's not too far. It's a serious thing. I mean, dude, the guy I met in Round Rock, I'm sure we don't need him anymore.
Well, I think we need everybody.
He was like a detriment to society.
See, you know,
what's up, your boss? Like, you got me just aggressive, yelling, fight, getting ready to fight. Bro.
You see aggressive. I see full of life.
I see he's probably beating women on that side.
Oh, that's allegedly or unsubstantiated.
I don't know, man. The women that were with them, they looked a little uneasy, and I was like, "Are you okay? Blink if you're okay."
Blink. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Hopefully, like I said, man, it's too much. I have enjoyed working from home though. It's pretty nice not having to get dressed up, drive through traffic.
You know what? A lot of like companies are probably gonna start doing it where you work from home.
Yeah, I think if they don't have
Instead
a
of
hit
buying
in
a big
productivity, then they'll keep from home, saves them money, keeps people safe. So, and a lot of people prefer it. If they have the means or accommodations at home to be able to stay at home, it's a win-win because you save so much money on gas, on buying lunch and stuff. It's easy.
All right, conspiracy theory though. You think like robots are taking over and it's like just a thing to get people to stay and social distance from each other?
So, no, I think that might be too soon.
You know what I'm saying?
Too soon on that because I can still go into the building and see that it's not run by robots.
But then you have a lot of people that are just like, stay away from me, type of thing.
So you're saying they're robots that look like people?
I mean, no, people. Like, they're like, stay away from me, type of thing.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, that conspiracy is too far. Too woke on that one.
Oh, too woke. Too woke. I didn't know I was woke.
Yeah.
Dude, we don't even know what woke means anymore. Like, that thing's lost all meaning.
It means whatever people want it to mean. No. I mean, people think everything they say is deep. They think they're
the word
uncovering
woke
everything.
is kind of a joke to me now, honestly. Like,
yeah,
people say wokeness, and then you get all these, oh my God, like, you know, we got to stay on top of these things, and then everything always gets hijacked. The word woke, I think, got hijacked, and it's lost all meaning.
Yeah, people, it's just and now a lot of the woke
people
things is just like, it's not, it's kind of, it's turning into foolishness, in my opinion. A lot of foolishness is going on. It's getting a little reckless. I think there's kind of no constraints on it at this point. And it's just like now you can't say much of anything. It seems like without it being a problem for somebody. So it's tough. It's like everyone's kind of on eggshells now. Do
you think Biden's gonna live through his whole 4 terms or his whole 4 years?
Live, sure.
He's old.
Do I think he will?
Dude, he's old and senile.
Complete the whole 4?
He's pretty senile.
I think he'll be alive, but I just don't think he'll be president for the whole 4.
You think they'll impeach him?
No, I just think he might get.
But he could get impeached.
Too sick.
His son getting busted for the inside trading and stuff.
We'll see what happens with that. I mean, I think he'll, have his own attorney general that comes in, and I that probably goes nowhere. So, I mean, we'll see. We don't know what the facts are. I think a lot of politicians, get paid for things and favors that they probably shouldn't be, but that's kind of where it is. I mean, a lot of these politicians don't get paid much, but they're all super wealthy.
Next week or a week after?
Yeah, a couple weeks. I mean, we got the certification coming up tomorrow, which should be interesting. A lot of Trump supporters marched out there that are ready. They want to overturn the election. There's some senators that are saying they're gonna object to the election, the certification. So it's a lot going on. It might drag out the process a little bit, but I think it's pretty much a done deal. But it's been a crazy election season.
It's been a crazy year. 2020 was crazy.
2020 was interesting.
Experience.
Yeah.
In May of last year, I planned this back in October of the previous year, 2019. I was like, make the decision. I'm gonna move to California in May.
I remember talking about that. I was
like, I'm out. Gonna go freaking follow my dream as a comedian. Just go to California or New York. I was trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Either way, I would have starved or whatever. But anyways, that's where I was going. I was like, man, this is gonna happen. And then Rona. And I was like, oh snap.
So basically what you're saying is the Lord keeping you from making a bad decision sent coronavirus to America to keep you from going to California.
I wouldn't go as far as to say all that.
That's what it sounded like, the story. You were like, I was going to do this.
Earlier you were saying that Corona was bad. I mean, how do we know it wasn't from the other side? The other team, not the Lord.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know. It's from some. It's definitely not a good thing.
I mean, it came from China, dude. And this is right before they were about to get, it was about to be an uprising over there. You remember? They were flooding the streets.
Yes, they were protesting.
They were protesting like crazy. It was getting crazy. And then all of a sudden, Rona hits, and then all of a sudden, a few months go by, and now they're in a, what is it called now? What are they? They're like their system now is what?
I have no
Like a
clue what's going on
popularity
over
contest now or something.
there. In China?
Yeah, they're like a rating system now, dude.
Oh,
You don't know?
It's terrible. No, I know that their guy can stay in power forever.
Think about it. Like if we had it here, it'd be like your Yelp review. Somebody didn't like you, you lose a star, bro.
That's like that.
And then you don't have
Black Mirror, bro.
Yeah, that's basically what it is over there.
And that episode was not too far off. I could see that being a reality at some point.
Yeah, that's definitely happening in China right now.
I could see it happening here. People want to make sure you watch what you say, and so it could be something that happens here where you start getting rated, or employers use certain things to keep track of you.
My rating's gonna get horrible. I say some weird stuff on stage.
Your rating would be questionable for sure. Maybe negative.
I mean, I definitely just said this Rona should take out a lot of people.
Yeah, and that's an automatic.
I have issues. I have a little bit of issues.
And it's okay. It's okay to not be okay.
But I'm woke.
And that's all that matters. I mean, if you woke,
we know what woke is up.
Then you not sleep.
Yeah, right. I'm
awake. That statement itself is woke.
Awake.
So, and it's good. You got your eyes open. I'm squinty. I don't know. There's something I don't buy into all the conspiracy stuff. I'm a little more skeptical. Now, it's not that I don't think there's other things going on, but some of the stuff gets a little out of hand for me.
I don't know if I'm woke or if I'm insomnia. Might have insomnia. Maybe
but insomnia is basically,
I don't sleep. It's hard to sleep, dude.
An unending state of wokeness. And I mean, that's you can
get fatigued.
I think maybe we
make
should
bad decisions. You know what? That's
trademark that. Instead of saying you woke, just say I'm an insomniac, a social insomniac.
But what if people don't know what that means?
But we gonna let them know.
They're gonna be like,
if we just start throwing it out there, they're like, oh, hashtag social insomniac. People are like, what does it mean?
What if people are gonna misconstrue that because they don't know what that means? They're gonna be like, did he say he's a nymphomaniac? Did he say there's some other yaks that they could get into.
We're gonna spell it out.
That, man.
We're gonna hashtag it or use it in conversations. So it's like, oh, hey, my name's Rodney. I'm a social insomniac, and they'd be like, what does it mean?
No, they're gonna be like, what does it mean? They're gonna be like, I'm not okay with that, sir.
Yeah, it's like
what if they're like,
is that a condition?
I'm straight. What if they say that? And I'm like, that's not what it means,
Yeah, it's like,
and then they're gonna be weird. They're gonna be like, that's not that there's anything wrong with that, that kind of thing.
And that's the growing pains in the beginning. But if we stick at it, keep throwing it out there randomly, that could be our contribution.
We're gonna replace wokeness with insomniac,
social insomniac.
I don't think that's gonna work. It's too. I don't even
social justice insomniac.
I don't even know how to spell insomniac, so I don't think
SJI. We need to say SJI. Hashtag SJI.
I can't.
Social justice insomniac.
I didn't finish college, so that's where we met. We met at college.
Yes, and that was an interesting time.
That was an experience.
That's where, learned a lot. Learned a lot more about the Bible.
We lived through some stuff that year.
Some stuff.
Or a year after. I think we got... Well, I got my first divorce the following year. So, I don't know.
What year? I think I wasn't...
2014. We met in 2012, 13?
Yeah, I wasn't too far behind you.
I think you were like a month behind me, dude.
Yeah. I honestly didn't want you to be alone. I was like, he doing, I'm gonna do it. That's what our friends for. So I'm like, hey, let's try it out.
Try it out.
He seems okay. So
yeah, I was living in my car for like a year, dude. I don't think that was okay.
Not the best circumstances, but it's a level of freedom.
It's definitely freedom. I've been saying that on stage this whole time. Yeah. Like, man, you guys have never been more free. Like, you've never experienced freedom if you haven't left out of your car. You can go wherever you want, whenever you want. Until you run out of gas.
That's something. That's deep.
That's insomniac.
Social insomniac.
Social insomniac.
Yeah. And I mean, I think it's good. I think that, sometimes you just got to follow your heart. Sometimes you need those situations to push you, to where you actually want to be, need to be. get you out of your comfort zone.
Took me a long time. And then I got remarried, and that was awful.
That was crazy. That one came out of nowhere. It was like, hey, I'm talking to this girl. Oh, cool. Hey, I'm married. I was like,
wait, I invited you to the wedding.
In the same phone call? Like, it was literally the same phone call. Hey, I'm talking to this girl. We're dating. All right, cool. We talked a little bit more. You're like, oh, we just got married. Just now? On the phone? What is that? Like, it was so quick. I was like, what happened?
It was like a 2-month thing, guys. Like
it escalated.
It was like
quick.
December, I met this person. In February, the Super Bowl, we got married.
Yeah, I just remember, I was like, because I remember I was planning my wedding, and then you got married before me. Like, after, I was like,
and he actually waited. He actually knew this person, was talking to this person. Me, I was like, it was like a race almost. And
yeah, it was crazy.
I won.
You
race,
did.
But burned out quick. I didn't have direction. I didn't know I wanted to be a comedian. Well, I had inklings that I wanted to be a comedian.
Yeah.
I've been writing for a while. And then I just jumped into a relationship and didn't think things through.
But the benefit of it is it gave you material for now being a comedian. So it worked. It was a win-win situation.
It's not a win. It's not I had material outside of that.
Okay, I was just trying to, spin it, put a positive spin.
That's one of those insomniac things, guys. Because if I was woke, I wouldn't have done it. Insomniacs, we're just too fatigued. We don't think things all the way through. And we just regret it later.
Yeah. And you learn from it. You live and you learn. That's all you can do.
I learned I'm not ever getting married again.
So he says.
No, never.
I think that you're honestly a hopeless romantic.
No, I'm too busy now.
Can one be too busy for love?
I think what it is
that's the bridge thing coming out of it.
I'm finally at peace with dying alone.
It doesn't sound like peace. It doesn't sound like peace.
Insomniac.
Does anyone really want to die alone?
We all die alone.
Not everybody.
Yeah, we do.
I've heard stories of couples dying together.
But not during Corona because nobody can really go upstairs.
But if you're already together in the same house, you can.
I mean, I'm sure that there's going to be like doctors over me or something and then you die. So not really alone.
Not alone.
Or just disappear when I know I'm going to die and then just go out like a legend.
Well, you're not an
like
animal.
A legend. Like everybody's going to be like, he just disappeared.
Well, someone would find you.
No.
Eventually.
Nobody knew where Dave Chappelle was. He disappeared and then came back.
Well, we knew he went to Africa.
It's like he rose on the third day.
That's blasphemy. But
maybe like a year in. I don't know. He came back.
Yeah, but we knew where he was.
He's like the new prophet, dude.
He's not, but he definitely has a solid voice. You
know what I've been saying about him? Like, I don't think a lot of people are understanding. Because people are like, he's not really funny anymore. He keeps talking about different things. I have this theory that he's ascended outside of comedy to the point where he's more like oh my God, Lenny Bruce. He's more like a Lenny Bruce now. You know anything about Lenny Bruce?
No.
He was the original comedian that would just talk without a filter. He took the punishment for every comedian on stances that we had freedom of speech, right? And so the court systems and everything went against him. And they would have cops waiting just to take him to jail.
That's nuts. And
he had different court cases and he was getting sued from 5 different cities and different states, and they made him go bankrupt. And he just went to a point where he just died of a heroin overdose.
Okay.
But
that was
no. But he set the foundation for every comedian not to waver and to just talk their truth. And
I think that's important for comedy. I mean, you gotta say the hidden stuff out loud and the awkward stuff out loud and make it normal. Now everyone sees, oh, I'm not alone. I'm not the only one that thinks that way. And that's where the funniness is found. That's where the humor is found. Sometimes in those awkward moments, in the pain and all that stuff. So, and I think he's definitely doing that. I mean, because with the whole cancel culture and wokeness and you can't say this, you can't say that, for him to come out and be like, no, I'm gonna say it, and you need to calm down. I think it's a good, bring everybody to reality type stuff.
Yeah, because he's definitely transcended comedy, where he can just go on stage and talk, and everybody just wants to listen. Because he's been doing shows with Donnell Rawlins, and Donnell Rawlins has been murdering. Like, he's
killing it.
He's just something. He's a comedian through and through. And Dave goes up and isn't as funny as Donnell, but people are just there because it's Dave Chappelle, and they're listening to what his message is, and it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean
he's a different animal because like he can go to a day. He can go a day before and sell out theaters like the same day, like those pop-up shows.
Yeah,
I got lucky and I got to go last year, so that was pretty dope.
Yeah, pretty dope. I was asking you to get me a ticket.
I couldn't get a ticket. Somebody invited me from like an open mic, and I was like, oh yeah, dope.
And you should have ripped your ticket in half and said, if he can't go, I can't go.
Well, that did wonders for me because before that, I was just going to open mics, and you're kind of like the company you keep. Yeah. And so I was starting to get habits from watching other people, like bad habits, like not being so open and being able to talk. Like there's like a comfortability thing. I learned that from just watching him one show. Because once you get on stage, there's certain things you notice that when you're up there, that you can plan all you want until you get on stage. And when you're on stage and then you see somebody else, it's completely changes. Because then you're like, you see their stage presence and you see their different, and you're just like, oh, this is the top of the mountain.
This is what
like,
this is like.
Crazy.
Yeah.
He made me super comfortable.
That's dope, man. It's good to learn from the best. That's why you got to try to, be around people who are where you want to be, instead of people where you're at. So that's dope, man.
See, that was more what I would have never said. Anything.
Yeah, I mean, I got it, social insomniac.
I'm social insomniac. You probably like woke and yo. I don't. Do we just name the podcast after you?
I can't be Yoked N Woke.
We might have to add insomniac to it.
Social insomniac. Maybe we just changed the whole podcast.
That's too long, though.
Okay.
That's too long. Yoked and Woke is a good starting point.
Yeah. Easy to say. Rolls off the tongue.
Yep.
Hey.
So what'd you learn from the school that we went to?
Lots of stuff. I mean, I felt like I had a pretty good foundation going into it.
We went to a Baptist university. We won't name the university, but what did you learn from this Baptist university?
Felt like it caused me to read the Bible in a way that put it in its proper context.
Wait, there's this thing I remember.
What happened? What happened?
There was this class we were in. And this teacher from another university came over, and she also taught here. And she was real like let's just say spiritual. Like she's just like really like whoa, like her head's in the clouds kind of.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about. When I say this, you'll understand. Okay. And she's like, guys, if you guys know any scriptures, you guys want to go around the room, you guys tell me your favorite scripture. You guys quote it out loud and let us hear what your scripture is that you keep in your heart. And I'll never forget.
What happened?
Do you remember the scripture you said?
No, I don't remember.
I was like, is that in the Bible for real?
Everybody was about like, the death?
Yeah, like the smell. And it was something from Psalms because I was like, "Where is that? I want to read it." I
said that something about God delights in the death of His saints or something like that.
Yes, it's like a sweet aroma to Him, and everybody's like, "Oh, excuse me."
Yeah, I was being obnoxious, but I was like, I knew when she came to me. I'm like, I'm not about to say no foolishness. May the Lord's bounty, and I wasn't gonna go there. I was like, the Lord delights in the death of His saints. It's a sweet swelling aroma.
And these are like people that are trying to be pastors and work in clergy kind of thing.
Yeah.
And they're coming in and they're just sweet, innocent people, and they haven't read the whole thing, and then they're just in the class like, oh my God, we're gonna learn new scripture today. And then he just comes out and just
hit them, punching them.
I think a few people dropped out.
Yeah, that was tough because
he weeded out the hurt.
people saw it was in the Bible for the first time. It was like, I don't think it says that. I'm like, it does.
In Psalms.
And, and I felt like, we could get into further discussion about why it's in there, but it was good just to throw it out there and kind of shake things up a bit.
Definitely weeded out Yeah, we definitely weeded out some of them.
But there was definitely some things that caused me to think about things or to further my understanding on why I had certain positions that I had. So why are you laughing?
Because like when I heard that, I was like, oh, I want to be friends with him. Like, I was like, this is
that's the guy.
That's something
that's
I
the guy.
would say.
Yeah, man, because like our ethics class, I think that was one.
That's what it was ethics. That was the lady.
The biggest change for me, where it was like, they'd be like, okay, is abortion wrong?
Oh, you know what? I didn't take that class.
I didn't take that one. And they were like, is abortion wrong? People were like, yeah, raise a hand. And they're like, okay, you're basing that off of what verse? And people were like, And so like, you just saw that people had a certain stance, but they didn't know why they had that stance. And so I think it was good where people were kind of able to actually be like, okay, this is what you say you believe. Why do you believe that? And, what does the Bible say about that?
See, I would have pulled up the Abraham story and been like, he was going to murder him, but he didn't.
And they'd be like,
he stopped.
God told him to.
Right. So it's like, I don't know. That's like, what if like God's like, take the plan B, and they're like, and they just drop it in, but he doesn't stop them before they do it.
I don't think that was the context of that story.
I think I could take it that way.
No, not really.
Maybe. I mean, Abraham. So.
You can't go from Abraham to Plan B. You can't do it.
Wasn't like the knife like Plan B?
No, that was.
He almost.
Well, he had the knife.
Right.
What was Plan B? If you're gonna throw it out there.
Yeah, his Plan B
was the ram being stuck in the brush. So he sacrificed the ram instead of sacrificing his son.
That's a different Plan B. But I'm talking about Plan B was the dagger. Like, it was going to take care of the son.
That's Plan A, because that's how he was going to kill the son.
Oh.
So, I mean, that was the original plan. But God stopped him, and it was really just a testing of obedience. And also seeing, God's provision. But that's a whole nother sermon. Remember that time I preached at the little conference thing we both did?
Yeah, I remember that. You got the main lead on that one.
I didn't.
We had to audition, and he headlined.
I didn't headline.
He headlined.
There was a bunch of us chosen.
No. We had the audition.
Yeah.
And they put us in order.
Right, but it was like
he headlined. He went last. Did you go last?
No.
Who went last?
You.
No, I went right before you.
Did you?
Yeah. You headlined.
I thought someone went. No.
I was just featured.
No.
I was a feature. I think a comedian.
Yeah, it was a good night though. It was a good night.
He headlined and I featured.
I was in my zone.
And the crazy part is he's done preaching before. I had never. It was like, what? It was a mistake to throw me up there.
Very small.
It was a mistake to throw me up there.
I hadn't really preached like that before. Like I'd spoken at like youth group and stuff like that, but like as far as preaching in front of a crowd like that, I was just but I felt comfortable.
I messed up my ending. I remember I messed up my ending because I was like, I had a point, and I think I blanked out on. I'll never forget because I was blanked out on stage, and I was like, I'm supposed to wrap it up, and I'm like, and I'm being real serious, and then I was like, and I said something like, I love Jesus, and I was like, I mean, I guess
if you throw Jesus out there,
I was like, it's the right answer, but like that wasn't the point I was making because like there was this whole. I had this story, and I went into like a thing, and then I did all this, and I restructured.
If you do a Baptist sermon, you gotta have 3 points.
I didn't do that.
And they got them all.
No, I had a story I started with.
Okay.
Remember, I had a story about losing oxygen in the plane, and then from there, I went into the scripture, and then I explained it, and then at the very end, I was like, I'm bombing right now. Like I was like, I don't know.
The plane crashed at the end.
Yeah.
It didn't.
Everybody on the plane died.
Yeah.
Like people
but
in Rome.
They went to heaven at the end because your sermon was.
Well, see, can't
powerful.
we wait for like? See, that's where
Don't
Rona.
Get too deep. Wait for what?
What if Rona's like the new?
I don't know what you're gonna say, but I feel like it's not gonna.
What
be
if
good.
it's like one of the of the plagues?
No, I think we would know.
It's wiping people out.
Yeah,
And the stronger surviving.
Well, I mean,
dude, I didn't even take medicine when I had it. I didn't take medicine when I had it. I was like, let's just see what happens.
Yeah, not much you can do.
The only thing I did was, with the body aches, I would sit in the tub in Epsom salt. Highly recommended.
Yeah, I mean, that's good to do even if you're not sick. Maybe that would have helped you from getting sick if you've been doing it beforehand.
No, I still would have got it.
Okay. Well,
I still would have got it.
You're predestined to get it.
I don't know about all that.
Predestined to get it.
I don't know, man.
But yeah, man, it's been crazy, but learned a lot there.
What?
At the school. Learned a lot there about my faith and where I was at.
What was the biggest thing you took away?
Okay, well, I was honestly just saying I learned a lot there.
I know. What was the biggest thing? You thought I wasn't gonna quiz you on that?
I still think it's the biggest thing is just how I interpret the Bible, how I interpret it, because there's a lot of things I was just reading at face value and not really thinking of how that attributed to Jewish culture or Middle Eastern culture. I was thinking it from a Western mindset, and so I think there's a lot of things that I was just reading and not thinking like, oh, how would someone back then have interpreted this?
I learned that I was like, there's a lot to read now.
It's a lot.
No, because like,
it's a lot.
Before it's like you had these reading plans, you could read here and here and jump around and go. And then there's other people that just read it straight through. Yeah. And then there's people that do that. But then there's also Dr. Maltzberger. That fool explained like, no, like let's go into like the geography of it.
Oh yeah.
Let's go through
like
what was the time frame, and was this satire or was this?
Yes,
and I was like, what?
Yes, you gotta understand, like, because
like my brain.
We have our own colloquialisms and things like that in the English language that they have there as well. So they have little sayings and things that they may use or understand that people in that culture would know that we may not pick up on. So there's a lot of stuff that you kind of have to get into the Jewish culture and mindset to really understand what's being communicated. Like Old Testament, they're like, oh, let us make man in our image. And we today may think Father, Son, Holy Spirit, but they didn't know Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. So it's like, what did they think let us? Who did they think that he was talking to? And it's pretty crazy when you get into it.
Yeah, I learned that I think Martin Luther may have made a mistake and translated for everybody to be like, here guys, open your interpretation. I'm like, I don't know if that was the move.
Yeah, I mean, it still gives more people access to it. More people, they're not gonna have everything fully, mapped out the right way. But there's other resources that you can use to get that. And they have those Hebrew, English Bibles and all that stuff.
Or if you go to the Catholic Church, they have those little green books and they just have little passages.
Okay. I've never been to a Catholic church.
It's very cultish.
Okay. Take your word for it.
That wasn't a jab at Catholicism.
It sounded like it. Jab.
You're very woke for being yoked, bro.
Well, I think, like I said, I like to be balanced. The same way I can watch John Wick and Bridgerton. I like to be woke and yoked and, angry yet calm, sweet yet rough. I mean, I think you gotta have the yin and the yang. You gotta be both.
I don't have all that.
Okay, I mean, the nuance isn't for everybody. The nuance isn't for everybody. But I like to have, some type of dichotomy in which I'm able to.
Okay, don't do that.
Too much?
Don't do that. Okay, that's too many words. I don't even know how to spell. I can say it. I can regurgitate it. I don't know what it means.
Just a good word to throw in any sentence. Just
yeah, but you can't use big words on the guy that's supposed to be woke.
You're right. I think we should redo it and you say dichotomy.
I'm not gonna say something I can't spell.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with saying things you can't say. I do it all the time. As long as you can say it, no one they just assume.
I feel like I would use it wrong in a sentence.
No, I throw out words that don't apply to the sentence all the time. I say dichotomy, I say tertiary, I say boondoggle. These are all words I put out there just to put them out there.
I'm not gonna like. No.
What? Say it.
I can't. I don't even know where to start with that. I don't even know where that's at in the dictionary.
And I will say, I apologize for scratching the head, but bruh, can we talk about the type of shampoo that they have for men versus women? Like
I don't use men's shampoo.
That explains a lot.
I use.
But you on the Pantene Pro V?
No.
3000?
No, I don't use Pantene.
Don't use the herbal essence.
That's the one I use.
See, that's gay.
That's what's up, dude. I don't smell. Wait. I use the herbal essences.
But if you watch the commercial
and conditioner.
But if you watch the commercial, the ladies in the back, you can't use herbal essence. You can use any other one but herbal essence. If you use herbal essence, you get
I might do some of the screams sometimes. Like it's pretty dope.
Not okay.
Shower in the gym.
But I feel like if you're in a relationship,
I don't care.
The female.
I've had wait. I've had issues with this in the past. They're like, whose is this? And I'm like, that's mine. And they're like,
they ain't gonna buy that.
Right.
You can't have the Pantene Pro V 3000.
I was like, smell it. It smells like it's, man, I like it. You know what? I even use.
If you're a guy, you gotta have the 8-in-1.
Let me tell you where it started. It started in the office place when it started with what's that?
What you gonna say?
Those Bed Bath and Beyond. No, not Bed Bath and Beyond.
Bath and Body Works.
Bath and Body Works. I once needed some lotion. It was like ashy. Oh, and they had this tangerine thing, and I was like, I don't, just give it to me. And I could not stop smelling my hands the whole day. I was like, this is amazing. Like,
you love it because
great.
You smell like a woman.
It smelled delicious.
But I think it's good for a guy to smell good.
When that happened, then I was like, why don't I use shampoo that smells delicious?
Well, I feel like delicious is the wrong word.
No.
Like I don't feel like you should come out the shower.
I don't want to smell sexy.
Delicious.
I don't want to smell sexy. I don't
but you
want to smell manly,
edible.
Delicious. That's what's up.
You want to smell edible.
Yeah.
Delicious is like a food term, though.
That's what's up.
Okay. That escalated. Because I feel like as a guy, you can't do too much. You gotta have.
I tried different ones.
No, but
when I run out, I get the tangerines.
If your shampoo is just a shampoo, you're doing it wrong. Your shampoo has to be your body wash.
It's a shampoo.
Your flu shot.
No.
COVID vaccine.
No.
All in one thing.
No.
You wash it.
Those 3-in-1s. Those things don't work. Those things aren't real.
But that's what
those things aren't real.
But that's what the ladies buy their men. So the lady will, okay, here, babe, here's your shampoo, 8-in-1 from Walmart, and here's my Pantene Pro V 3000 that gives you body and volume and sheen and shine.
No.
But what I do is I take my girls good shampoo and I wash my balls with it. Okay, is that too much?
Nope.
Because I want the volume and the body and the shine. And so when I go out and you see I come out the shower and a nigga glistening down there,
but that's
it's like ooh.
See, look, I'll do dude wipes. Dude wipes take care of all that. You don't know what dude wipes are? Dude wipes.
It sounds like a wet wipe.
It's like wet wipes, but for dudes.
Okay. Well, wet wipes are for babies, but
no, it's for dudes. It says dude wipes.
Well, just because they call it dude wipe.
Tyron Woodley used it. He used to be a sponsor for it.
And do you lay on your back and someone lift your legs up when they do it?
I wish we could
put a diaper on you.
You know what? That would be comfortable.
Somebody slides a Depend on you after they wipe you.
Look, if I had a bidet, we wouldn't need all that. But the reason why you get the dude wipes is to make sure you're fresh everywhere all the time.
Well, and sometimes showers can do that.
Well, yeah, they do that. But let's just say you're just, at the office or something, you have them dude wipes.
No,
but fresh.
Yeah. So
I do herbal essences. That's the point of this. I use it.
I put the good shampoo on my eyebrows, on my beard.
Like, dude, I'm usually in the hair thing, smelling all of them and trying to find the right combination for the shampoo.
But see, that's why you woke. I'm yoked.
No, that's why I have a lot of hair.
When you yoke, I got hair. I cut it though.
Yeah, you cut it. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be out here Frederick Douglass on you.
I'm just saying
with the afro.
I'm not trying to afro it up either. I just don't like cutting my hair too frequently.
I mean, you got good hair.
But see, I'd probably be bald right now had I been using like Head and Shoulders and all that other stuff.
Well, I don't think Head and Shoulders would make you bald, but maybe the 3-in-1s.
All those 3-in-1s, yeah.
3-in-1s, yeah. You can get, Propecia or whatever it's called.
I'm not doing any of that. If I start to go bald, it's just going. I'm already gonna die alone, dude.
No.
Might as well go the full way.
No, what you first got to do is say, does my head fit a bald person's head?
No,
Not
I already
everyone
have
can be bald.
scarring up here from like the accidents and stuff that I had.
Yeah, so you can't go bald. So if it's starting to thin out, you got to take some.
No.
You got to take some.
No, you just gotta look like Frankenstein. Shit.
Like when I look at the shape of my head, I think I don't have the head shape to be bald. Like if I was bald, they'd be like,
you got a head shape to be bald.
no, bro. I'm more of like square head. You gotta be a round head.
Oh, that's true. I'm square head too.
Yeah. Square heads can't go bald. Round head, they can go bald.
Yep.
But they look goofy with hair. You have a round dude with a round head with hair, imbecile. But what's that too strong? Imbecile.
Imbecile.
But when you have a square dude that goes bald, terrible. Terrible. It's not a good look.
All right.
Yeah. You gotta know your head. And if you got a square head, you gotta do whatever you can to keep that hair. You lose the hair, lose the woman, lose your job, lose your life.
I don't think you just promoted.
Square head.
I think you just promoted.
Whatever it is.
I think you just promoted like.
Keeps.
No, I don't know about keeps. I was gonna say like.
Round head?
Oh. How'd you
Why
go
say
from,
kill yourself
It was
if you have a
basically
square
like
head?
death. Like
No, I'm
just at
saying
the
if you
very
got a
end of
square
it was
head,
like,
if you got a square
suicide.
head and you go bald,
you might as well kill yourself. That's what he said.
no, it's a process. You're gonna lose. I said you lose your wife, lose your job.
Do the
Lose
Lord to
your
work
life.
early. Just
Yeah.
peace out.
I'm just saying, if you got a square head, you go bald. That's it. It's all downhill from there.
You know, just join a convent. You'll be fine.
Yeah, do something, but
Or just start using herbal essences. That's what I do. They smell good. Why don't you not smell good?
no, you can use anyone but herbal essence because the commercials are too feminine. The ladies are going crazy in the shower.
So you're gonna let the commercials tell you what is okay?
Yes, is TV not the mirror of our lives and the dictator of all things?
I don't watch TV like that.
That's
You don't
your
watch too
problem.
many shows.
Well, that's the woke
Commercial.
side.
See, you haven't. You're paying. You're not really paying for the non-commercials. That's what you're doing. You gotta pay that extra $5 for the no commercials.
Well, I mean, I'm fine with that because what it does, it teaches me patience. People who don't watch commercials, they become real impatient. I've seen that. I'm actually doing a study on that, writing a dissertation.
Let's just watch it and get it over with.
Or you wait through the commercials, you learn patience, good things.
But you're
come
already
to those who
streaming
wait.
shows, so you're already not patient. I
Well,
think we used to be. Remember, we had to wait like weeks
Yeah.
for shows. Now
Yeah.
it's just streaming. So if you're gonna binge something,
Yeah, it's the worst. When I get a show and I have to like wait for it to come out each week, it's the worst. But now that shows me that I've become impatient. So then I sit there and I watch commercials.
so then just take off the commercial. You're already impatient.
But I want to get my patience back.
That's not gonna help. You can work on your patience otherwise. I think TV's evil anyways.
That's a stretch.
It's evil.
TV has done many great things.
Brainwash.
I don't feel brainwashed. You're
What?
too woke. That's what it is.
Bridgerton, bro.
Yes.
Wait, how are you gonna talk mess about me and herbal essences and you're watching Bridgerton?
Well, first of all, I don't think we need to bring up old stuff. We talked about Bridgerton at the beginning of this.
I know, and
So
I'm
we'll
bringing
need
it.
to
It's called a
rehash.
callback, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, honestly, Bridgerton is really.
Did you cry?
I mean, I didn't cry, no, but there were some beautiful words spoken at the end that might have got me a
Did you
little
well
misty.
up? You well
Nah,
up.
but I mean, she told him, she's like, look, you don't gotta be perfect to be worthy of love. She said, you don't gotta be perfect to be worthy of love. It was just a lot of stuff that was said that was just really beautiful. But, at the same time, the dude was real manly though. He was like, yo.
The dude that you were?
I mean,
That you
yeah,
look like?
yeah, the dude who looked like me, Simon. You know what I'm saying? They
No,
say
you
I look
look
like
like him.
Simon from the side with the lights off at a 45
Yeah, they say
degree
you
angle
look
if you
like
squint.
Simon.
Yeah.
Not the other way around. Simon doesn't look like you.
No, he's not. He's not swole. Like
You
he's
look
not.
like him.
Well, I mean, nah, he ain't my dad or nothing. Like, it ain't like I got his DNA. Like, we look like each other. But It's just because
I think the A side, it's him. You look like him.
I mean, but in my prime though. I mean, he's like probably 20 years old. In my prime, probably.
No, in your prime, you look like Dave Chappelle. Before.
Okay, no, that wasn't my prime. I was super skinny, sunken in.
You look malnourished, sir.
Yeah.
But
that was a tough time. We were going through things, but that was what the military did that to me. That was fresh out of basic training, me.
Yeah.
And so that was a difficult time. But as I progressed in my military career, put some weight on, put some muscle on.
As you started eating.
Yeah.
As you got over
I had been eating then. It's just my metabolism was out of control.
Oh. You sure you just didn't have an eating disorder?
No, I was eating. Like literally eat, swallow, poop.
You're pooping too much.
No one can poop too much.
No, you can.
I don't think that's...
People in third world countries die from diarrhea all the time.
Okay, but that's diarrhea.
That's pooping. That's a form of poop.
It's not. It's in the poop family.
It's a form of poop.
No.
Stay woke, people.
That's not true. Diarrhea.
They die from diarrhea
thing.
and dehydration from the diarrhea.
Okay, but that's
that's pooping.
I think the word poop has been said too much in the last minute.
I'm making a point. You can poop too much because you could die.
You need to be regular.
Dude, but that would suck to die.
And I'll tell you this, and I want to say some lies out there.
Like that'd be messed up. Wait. You go.
What you gonna say?
It's like this is such an American thing to say, but like just imagine like going to heaven and then he's like, hey, why'd you die? And he's just like, diarrhea.
Well, if you go to heaven, no one's gonna ask you because they know. They saw it happen. They saw you.
Did everybody saw it happen?
Yeah, I mean they see what's going on. The Lord's gonna know. He's gonna tell them, yo, Juan's coming up. He died of diarrhea. Don't talk about it.
And that's the worst because like they died from dehydration and diarrhea. Americans died from like overeating. Like glutton.
The world we live in. The world we live in is foolishness. But I was gonna tell you a good tip when pooping to get the best experience. You gotta raise your hands above your head and squeeze your fist like this. So right when because sometimes people strain too hard, and if you throw your legs out, put your hands up, and clap your hands as it's coming out,
doing too much.
It makes it come out easier.
You're doing too much.
I'm just gonna tell you that.
Well, if you there's a toilet that has a little crevice thing, it like goes in, like a U. You should probably get one of those.
I'd rather just use the stool where it lifts my legs.
That's pretty dope. You seen that? And then
I don't want to sit on
a day too. Dude, that's the ultimate toilet. And then a seat warmer.
If I wanted someone to spit on my booty, I would just ride downtown and pay a couple people.
I mean, I don't know.
What's that? I'm just saying, if I want someone to spit on my booty, I was saying booty. Whoever does that type of stuff.
I don't know any profession that does that. You know a profession that does that?
I didn't want to say the word, but prostitute.
What?
Prostitute.
Okay.
I said I'd ride downtown and pay somebody. I don't want nobody to spit on my booty, but I'm just saying that's the equivalent of a bidet. Booty spit.
I mean, it's water, not spit.
Spit is water.
No, it's not. Saliva isn't spit.
Saliva is made from your body, your sweat glands, your glandular glands. I don't even know that's a word, glandular glands, but it sounds like it's so good.
It's just a lot of
We're
words.
like 70%.
Anyway,
we're like 70% water, so there's some water in the saliva.
Yeah, but it's just the stickiness. There's stickiness to saliva.
My saliva's not sticky because I'm healthy. If you're not healthy, you got sticky saliva.
No, that's not how that works.
Okay, well, I said it.
That doesn't mean it's real.
Okay. Your perception.
You're not the Lord. You don't speak stuff into existence. You can't just say that.
Do I not?
I don't think you do.
Okay. We'll see about that. But I will say, if you got sticky saliva,
if he does speak stuff into existence, he's talking about getting prostitutes to spit on his booty.
I was not talking about that. I was using that as an example of a dichotomy.
He spoke it.
Of a dichotomy to what had been spoken before.
If you guys see Rodney downtown, just
keep it moving.
Like, just
keep it
touch
moving.
him on the shoulder and be like, "Don't do it."
It may be too late. If my pants wet, it's too late. if my pants wet, it's too late.
This took a turn, sir.
Okay, probably best.
This took a turn. This took a turn. Yeah. We're gonna end on spitting on the booty.
Great place to end it.
I don't know if that's a great place to. I don't know if that's the closer.
It literally is the essence of a closer. Literally, the end of your rear.
I mean, that would be the end of a relationship for some, or a beginning. I don't know. Some people like that. Or you just get a bidet.
Nope, too expensive.
No, they're not. They got a My Tush, and it's like a...
Okay, you know too much. You know too much about bathroom attire. Like, you talked about the bidet, you talked about the U-shaped toilet, and now you're talking about My Tush.
About herbal essences.
And My Tush does not sound like a bathroom tool. Like, that sounds like something you get at the XXX store.
Is it My Tush? Yeah, I think it's My Tushy.
Whatever you do not type My Tush in Google.
My Tushy. So what happens is it's like a portable bidet. You can take it where you go.
Then no. At that point, you're addicted. At that point, you have an issue.
No, it cleans you up.
Where can you just pull your pants down? And you can't. A bidet should not be portable.
No, they got it portable for like health issues for people.
Oh, my bad.
I mean, I don't know, like
not health issues. A clean booty.
Yeah,
issue. No,
600-pound life people, man. Okay. What's up with that?
Okay, but
look, they can't help themselves. They can't,
I guess.
Think about bodybuilders. You think bodybuilders?
Yeah, I'm yoked.
You're not that woke.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean,
at one point I was.
Nah, I don't think so. We're talking about those.
Yeah.
Those those big dudes.
Yeah. No.
Like they can't.
Yeah.
That's too much
they figure it out. You can get the pooper scoopers. Get things.
Oh, maybe they go under.
Okay, well, that's not something I want to think about.
Well, I'm not saying think about it. I'm just saying, like, it's that they can't go back, so maybe they go under. That's the move. Yeah. Or just get a bidet. And they're clean every day.
Like I said, you can go downtown, $20, spit on the booty.
Dude, what if we get what sponsored from My Tush? What's up? My Tush. Or
I'd be on there.
Hit me up.
Yes, I'd be on there. My Tush.
Better than spit.
Better than spit. And, I'm not sure if it is, but willing to try it out.
No, it's definitely better. Because it's like a strong stream. I haven't really tried it.
I'm not going to
heard about it. But apparently it's like a hard stream. It's like it cleans you up.
I don't want a hard stream, but, whatever you're into.
No.
I think people who are into herbal essence are into a strong stream into their tush. Not my tush, but your tush.
People don't go to the tush all the time. I'm just saying, you got to be in tune with your health, and you got to clean. Got to be clean.
Agreed.
And herbal essences is the way to go. You smell good.
Okay.
I think more people would be more like a delicious smell over like a manly musk or like a beautiful smell. You know what I'm saying? Like a pretty smell. I think more deliciousness is best.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that girls are like, I want my guy to smell delicious. Like, I want my guy to smell
I've been told delicious is good. It's the way to go. They're like, that smells good.
And then you found out she was a lesbian. I remember the story.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
I mean, and I turned her. Is that what happened?
She turned you.
Is that what happened? He's like...
it must be.
He's like, you like a strong stream.
Exactly. That's how you knew you was on the My Tush. She turned you. And that's unfortunate. But, hey, to each his own, right? You woke. I'm just here yoked. Minding my business.
That's why I'm single. But that's why I'm in tune with my work right now. It's like I'm everywhere, man.
Hey, yeah. You are. Okay.
At least I'm not downtown and getting spit on from prosties.
I plead the fifth.
I don't think that... You already said.
Well, it was an example, though. It was hypothetical.
But, he said...
I said it would be cheaper to go downtown.
Guys, if you guys see him downtown, tell him to go home.
Mind your business.
Tell him to go home.
Just mind your business. That's all. Just mind your business.
I don't know, man. Well, this has been an eye-opening first episode.
Indeed.
These will get better. This is like our first time doing it.
Yeah,
getting fresh.
filling it out, a little something, something.
If we get fans, you guys can hit us up.
When we get fans.
I'm sure I'm going to have
Someone told me I was going to
sure.
be famous, so.
Is that what they told you?
Yeah, it's the meaning of my name.
All right, well, until it gets flooded with too many, you guys can send us things you will probably want us to talk about if we don't just talk about, whatever. I'm a comedian. You can look me up on Facebook, Instagram at the Juan that got away 87.
That's clever. Like what you did there.
Yeah, I was mostly out of spite for my second marriage. I was like, I gotta wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that was the way to go, but I just figured if I do get big, they're gonna see that, and like your ex is just gonna be like, damn.
Yeah, she's gonna be salty.
That's kind of spicy. That's kind of messed up.
Lot's wife.
Where can they find you?
You can't. I'm actually in witness protection. I got Rodney Renaissance on Instagram. It's really just a collection of quotes and.
Is that for real?
Yeah. Don't laugh at me. Okay.
Wait.
You can
it's a separate. It's a thing.
Yeah, it's its own thing.
Why'd you?
It's not a public thing.
Why'd you do that?
I don't even think I'm ready. It's scratch it.
Well, no. Why? No, Rodney Renaissance. Why is Rodney Renaissance a thing?
It's just watching Bridgerton, started writing poems. It's just some poems and stuff. But I'm still not using a my touch. So, and I go to the gym, so I don't care.
Yeah, it sounds like you got turned somewhere too. I'm just saying. Rodney Renaissance. It sounds like he's full of himself a little bit. He's gonna need your prayers.
I'm a Renaissance man. I do things differently. I do it all.
Sounds a little.
It is what it is.
You sound a little cocky, sir.
Well, so be it. I'd rather be cocky than a my tush.
I mean, I'm very confident about my tush. I think it does its job.
Your tush does its job?
The my tushy does its job. Is
whatever your tush's job is, I'm glad it's doing it well. Interesting.
Well, it releases everything it needs to release.
And we're done.
It's cleansing.
We're done.
The One That Got Away 87. There's some funny clips on my stuff. Follow, like, all that stuff. And we'll have a YouTube channel for this. This is the first episode of, what are we called? Yoked and Woke is what we're going with. Woke. The title doesn't really mean, it's more of like a joke.
Oh, I thought. Okay.
Well, I'm not really woke. I mean, did you think you were yoked?
A little bit.
Did you see? No, not. It's just the lighting, guys. It's not.
All right.
It's not.
Nothing to slouch. You'll think twice before running up on
me. You're at home, though.
I'm just saying, if someone saw me out in public, they wouldn't want to start nothing with me.
They might. I think so.
Too swole.
All right, guys. Laters.